What's up guys, Dave here from Red Dot Shooters, and today we're gonna unbox and do some first impressions of this sight. Alright guys, so as you can see here we have a brand new cutting edge red dot. This is the lead and steel Pandora PB-3, and I've been waiting for this sight for a long time. I was on the pre-order list for it, finally came in months later, but I'm really excited about it, so I want to do the unboxing. I want to take a look at it myself, and yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool sight, and I don't think a lot of people know about it, so I want to kind of get the word out for you. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, let's take a look at the box. You can see it right there, Pandora PB-3, US flag, that's cool. Alright, let's unbox it. Oh, this thing looks cool already. Check it out. Alright, we got the battery, we got the tools, we got the lens cloth. Let's get to the good stuff. Very cool. I love the color on this one. This is an FDE one. It comes in black. They might have some other colors in the future too. Dang, that looks cool. Alright, let's clear some of this stuff off and let's talk about this sight. Alright guys, so again, this is the Pandora PB-3 and it's from Lead and Steel. And Lead and Steel, if you don't know, they make really cool gun parts and accessories. They pay a lot of attention to detail, and to me that's kind of evident with this little sight right here. Now the way this sight came on my radar is I was talking to a buddy of mine and I was talking about the Aimpoint ACRO, the P2 version, because nobody likes the P1. But anyway, the P2 is a great sight, very expensive sight, and I was telling him, yeah man, I kind of like these mailbox sights and I kind of like the P2. It's just so dang expensive. And he told me, he's like, you should check out the Lead and Steel Pandora. I was like, what's that? And he's like, yeah, the Pandora. It's kind of like an ACRO. It's kind of going to be an ACRO killer. And so I went to their site, looked it up. I thought it looked cool. I liked the whole concept about it. I liked their reputation as a company. And so I ordered one during the pre-launch period and got a really great price on it. I only paid $2.99 for this. Right now I think it's $3.99, and that may change in the future. It might go up from there, but yeah, so I ordered it early and I've been waiting on it for months, and they've been trying to get them out. They kept testing them and testing them. They wanted to make sure they're giving the best product out there. So it took a while, but it came in a few days ago, and I wanted to make this video and show you guys what this thing's about. Now it came with this little patch right here, which I think is pretty cool. They call this sight the Pandora's box, and I think that's cool for a couple of reasons. Number one, I like the use of Greek myth. I like the use of Greek mythology. I just think it's cool and it's an interesting subject. And so they have Pandora here. She's crying. She's got her jar or her box that she's about to open and release all sorts of horrible stuff on the world. And these sights, you can see here I have another one. These sights are sometimes called mailboxes or boxes. And so the idea that they called it Pandora's box is kind of funny to me, and it's kind of cool. It's just a little bit clever and I like it. Another point on that is I think they specifically made this sight to be an Aimpoint ACRO killer, the P2, because the P1 is dead already. So yeah, I think they're gunning for the ACRO P2, and maybe it was in their head that they wanted to be like, this is the Pandora's box for the Aimpoint ACRO. So I don't know, just a cool name, clever, smart, unique. I dig it. Now speaking of the ACRO, this sight does have the Aimpoint ACRO footprint. And to me, that was a great choice, and that's a great feature to have. The reason why is because the Aimpoint ACRO footprint has kind of become the main footprint for these boxy mailbox style enclosed emitter pistol optics. And the reason why that's important is because it gives you a lot of options when you're mounting them. Now I have two guns in mind that I want to put this sight on. I haven't decided which one I want to go with yet, and I want to get your opinion. I want you to put it in the comments. I'm going to reveal those two guns that I have in mind for this sight at the end of this video, so stick around and help me decide which of these two guns I should put this sight on. But like I was saying, having that ACRO footprint is important because it gives you a ton of options when mounting, and you could basically get it onto any gun fairly easily. And I say that because, for example, This is a cool sight too, another mailbox sight, but this one's the Swamp Fox Kraken, and it has its own footprint. And basically it came with 2 adapter plates. It came with an adapter plate for RMR cuts and a Glock MOS adapter plate. And that's cool if you have a gun with an RMR or if you have a Glock MOS, but you're kind of limited there. Unless you fit into those 2 categories, you can't really put the Kraken onto your gun. So I'm really happy that the Pandora's box has an ACRO footprint. And let me just say, like, because I think the ACRO footprint should just become the standard footprint for all these boxy sights. Just like I think the RMR footprint should be the standard footprint for all open emitter pistol sights that are full size anyway. And then the RMSC footprint should just be the standard footprint for all slimline gun optics. That's my thoughts anyway. I think we should just have ACRO footprints, RMR footprints, or RMSC footprints. And that would make things a whole lot easier on us as consumers. It'd be so much easier to get these sights mounted on guns. It's not that hard now, but it'd be a lot easier. There'd be a lot less guesswork. And yeah, I think that would be awesome. But it doesn't really matter because it's not going to happen. Now the housing on this sight is super strong, and you could tell that just by holding it here, just by looking at it. You can see that this is a strong optic. The housing is made from 7075 T6 aluminum, so very good strong aluminum. It's very sturdy. You can see it has kind of this protective area here on the glass, and I like that feature because if you need to rack your gun off your optic on a table or wall or something, you want that glass protected. So with this sight, it is protected right there. It's recessed in there. And even the back is protected a little bit too. But yeah, this thing is super strong. You could tell just holding it that this is a quality built optic. It can definitely take a beating. This thing can probably handle the toughest tasks. And it should, because I think it's made to be a duty optic. It's made to be like a duty rated without really breaking the bank like the ACRO P2 does. It also has these kind of serrations which look pretty cool. And they're also there, I think, to provide you with grip if you need to grab them to rack the slide on your gun. Which is cool because sometimes I do, like this gun, sometimes I grab the optic with my hand to rack the slide. And it is a little bit slippery sometimes, so I think that's good to have those serrations there because they look cool, they break up the optic, and they have that function as well. Give you a little bit of extra grip. But you can see the way it's designed. You've got your brightness buttons at the top. You've got windage and elevation here, which you can adjust with the little torque tool. And you can also see that I got this in the FDE color, which is a color I really, really like. I just think it looks so cool. I could have got it in black, but I chose to go with this one. And, you know, if I end up liking this sight a lot, which I think I might, maybe I'll end up getting a black one too. I don't know. Now, as for the battery, it did come with a CR2032, and it came with a Duracell battery too, which is actually pretty cool. Because a lot of sights come with no-name brand batteries. I've had sights that come with batteries that were dead. They were in the package and then dead already, so they didn't even work. So this one comes with a Duracell, which we'll try putting in here in a second. But CR2032, common battery, easy to find pretty much everywhere. The battery gives you 30,000 hours, which is like over 3 years or something like that. Plenty of battery life. And most people say you should probably just change out the battery once every year. So if you do that, you shouldn't really ever run out of battery life, even keeping this thing on and ready to go all the time. And then for mounting the battery, you can see right here on the side is where you mount it. It is fairly low profile. You can also see it's kind of slanted here. That's supposed to help you when you're like holstering and reholstering. It's supposed to help you not get the sight caught up, so it's not like a hard edge. It's ramped. Let's try taking it off and putting the battery in. O-ring sealed as well. Alright, easy battery change. And another cool thing is, once this thing is on your gun, you can easily swap out that battery without taking the sight off your gun, which can be kind of a pain in the butt because taking it off, then remounting it, then re-zeroing it, it's just a much better idea to have something that can be loaded from the top or from the side, not from the bottom. But let's check it, let's see if it turns on. Oh yeah, came right on. And this thing is super bright, I could already tell. Yeah, I'm just inside here, but I could tell that this thing is super bright. Here, let me show you. So yeah, you have your brightness buttons here. With this sight, you get 7 daylight brightness settings and 3 night vision settings. And I can tell you this thing is super bright already, which is something you definitely need. I need it. I've said this before. I live here in Las Vegas, and when I go shooting out in the desert, outside, it's extremely bright. And there are some red dots that just are not bright enough. This one is definitely going to be bright enough. And yeah, it's got those night vision settings as well. There you go, you can check it out. Now the reticle is, you can't tell on camera, it's always bigger on camera. The reticle is a 3 MOA reticle, which, as I've said before, I think is a great size. I like 2 to 3, 3.5, maybe 4. That just seems to work well for me. I know there's a lot of, especially competition shooters, they like larger MOA dots. And you know, they probably have good reason to like those dots. They're definitely better shooters than I am. But for me, it's not that difficult to find or track the dot, and it's also a nice precise dot for making those really accurate shots when you need to. So yeah, 3 MOA dot on the Pandora's box, which I like quite a bit. Now I'm showing you the window size right now, and the window size is actually pretty nice. And in fact, Lead and Steel says it's 30% larger than the ACRO P2 window size. Now, I've never shot with a P2, but that's something I definitely believe, because when you look at other sights, like for example the Kraken here, a lot of these boxy sights have really small windows, and the window size on this one is nice. It's really not bad at all. And so to give you an idea, I kind of want to put it side by side with some of my other sights here, just so you can see kind of the window size that you're going to get with this optic. So let me clear a little bit of this stuff. Let's put Pandora up here, and let's go boxy sight against boxy sight. Pandora's box against the Swamp Fox Kraken. 2 great names, by the way. I like both those names. I always think it's cooler to name things after real things rather than just numbers. Like for example, I went to a military college, the Virginia Military Institute, and there's 4 cannons in front of the school, in front of the barracks, and the 4 cannons are named Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And I always thought that's so much cooler than just naming it like Battery 31 and stuff like that. I don't know, just adds character. All right, Pandora right here, side by side. There's a Pandora, and there's the Swamp Fox Kraken. You can see it's much larger than the Kraken. The Kraken has a small window size, and I think the ACRO is similar to the Kraken. I'm not positive on that because I don't have an ACRO, but I think that's also the case for it. But yeah, you can see there, more of a notch filter on the Pandora, a little bit clearer image on the Kraken. Not that that matters to me at all. I don't even notice it when I'm shooting. Yeah, there you go, side by side. Let's do some other side by sides. I think these are fun, and they're what I want to see when I'm watching a video and want to see like the sight window. I want to see it side by side with other sights too. So hopefully this is helping you out a little bit. Let's do another enclosed emitter. This is the EPS Hollow Sun. I really like this sight too. It's a great sight. Now the EPS does have a larger sight window, or at least an average sight window for like these standard size pistol optics. But let's put it side by side and see the difference. There you go. There's the EPS. And there is the Pandora. Kind of similar, which I think is a good thing for the Pandora, because again, it's a pretty big window for an enclosed emitter. All right, let's do some more. Here's the Holosun 407C, great open emitter sight. At this point, it's kind of a standard. There's tons of them out there. A lot of people know what you're gonna get with this size sight, the 407C or the 507C. Both are great, but yeah, let's get them side by side and see what we get. About the same size. Here's a cool one. This is the CT Rad. Not a lot of people talk about this sight, but I actually think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good, affordable open emitter, especially if you have a doctor footprint. But let's check them out. Again, not too much of a difference. And like I said, to me, that's a great thing for the Pandora because, again, these mailbox sights usually don't have that big of a window. And this one does, which is pretty cool. All right, let's do one more. Here's a brand new sight from Swamp Fox, just been released. This is the Sentinel 2, which is an open emitter. It is a small RMSC footprint optic, so it should have a smaller window because it's for these more slimline guns. But let's put it next to the Pandora and see what it looks like. A little bit smaller, but not that much. So there you go. Just gives you an idea. And again, they say it's 30% bigger than the ACRO P2's window size, and I think that's probably true. Alright guys, so at this point I've unboxed it. I have told you pretty much everything I know about it. And I told you at the beginning, I haven't decided which gun to put this sight on yet. And I got two options. So I'm going to share them with you guys, and I would really like it if you could comment and help me decide which one to go with. Because I do have a favorite, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to sway what you say one way or the other. So here are the two guns that I'm thinking about putting this sight on. Number one, I have a P320. This is an X-carry, and it's a good gun. Nice full-size grip, shorter slide. You check out the sights there that it came with. I got it used. It was like a police trade-in, so it was a pretty good price on it for me. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting it on this gun. And then the second option is the CZ P10F. And this one, as you can see, comes with suppressor height sights on it. It didn't come with any optic plate. Neither of these did, actually, which is kind of lame. So I'm gonna have to buy an adapter plate regardless of which one I go with. But yeah, pretty cool gun, and I don't know. Which one do you think I should put it on? Let's look and see if maybe we can get an idea of what it will look like a little bit. I don't know if that's it's too high like that, but I don't know. Maybe that gives you an idea. I don't know. So go down in the comments, tell me which of these two guns you think I should put the Pandora's box on, and help me make this decision because I don't know which one to go with right now. And so once we decide which of these two guns to put this on, I'm gonna have to make a part 2 to this video because this is just an unboxing. This is just a first impressions video. I have never used this sight before, so keep that in mind as you're watching this video. But yeah, definitely I need to make a part 2 of this soon, and gotta take this thing out, shoot with it, and report back to you and let you know what I find out. So yeah, that's all I have for you right now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like and subscribe so you can see part 2, the actual shooting review of this. Also, please follow me on Instagram and X Twitter. I do post regularly on both of those, and I'm trying to build them up. So if you're on those platforms, it would really help me out if you would follow me there. Aside from that, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. See ya.